Hello, welcome to the show. Update. So things have not been going great. So we pulled apart the motor to get a look at it and see exactly what's going on. You can see there's some pitting going on in the combustion chamber there, which isn't ideal, but this side does not look too bad. You can see this cylinder looks fairly decent. You can still see the, it doesn't really show up on video, but you can still see the machine marks from when it was built. You can still see the little holes and recesses here. So this doesn't look too bad to me on this side. We still got to pull apart this side, the front, which is a little bit more of a pain in the ass, and get a look at what's going on in there. But we were having coolant and oil mixing, and that is no bueno. So we had to get that fixed. Part of the issue with the oil and coolant mixing is this is our head gasket here, and it is deteriorated beyond recognition in a few spots. And that channel right there is a coolant channel, and you can see it failed right up into that ring there, which could have been causing our combustion issues. So that's probably the cause of that, which my imagination would be with our starting and locking up on us, and with, I can't really tell, I can't see anything that really says, hey, this is the issue here, but we got a lot of buildup of material around here. We're definitely going to have to get in here with some brake clean and clean this all up, but it just looks like this side definitely had a leak from this cooling jacket going into that cylinder there. So with kind of how clean and this cylinder is, so that would have been on this motor, this cylinder here, which is the one that has the pitting and corrosion. I'm not sure if you can really see that. There we go. You can see the pitting and corrosion going on in there, whereas this cylinder here has a fair bit. It's a little bit more noticeable now going on, but not quite as bad as that one. So, and then there's just a lot of material stuck in places. Material shouldn't be stuck. So we also had some RTV that definitely let go. So we're gonna have to pull the other side apart and just get down into the bowels of this thing and just give it a once over. Galley here goes straight down into the oil, and if that RTV let go and we got coolant going through there, it's just a mess. So we got these, the valve covers, off as well. As you can tell, look, this is the one that's on the front of the vehicle. You can tell it's seen a lot less oil than the one in the rear of the vehicle. We got everything sitting in the bath to kind of just pull off as much of the contamination as possible. We're going to fill this thing up. It's got a solution of vinegar in there to just kind of pull everything off. So we're going to try and get this as clean as we possibly can, everything that's going on in here. And then we're going to clean up the valve or the rear of this and get it nice and shiny. And then we're going to take off that, and then we're going to see what, if anything, is going on up front. The fact that the valve cover has less oil in it makes me think that that probably, and it's a little bit sludgier pulling it off, makes me think that that probably is seeing a little bit more coolant than the one in the rear of the vehicle. But only one way to find out. Later in the day, we're doing a long day of working on the car, so let me update you with what we got. So we took it down to the bare block. So everything looks good here. It's a little difficult to see down into those cylinders, but they look more or less good. And there's a little bit of contamination. I think I'm going to go out and get a wire wheel and just take it to everything and clean it up in the next few days, just to try and get, there's a lot of head gasket just stuck to all of this. We put everything into a bath to take away the rust and contamination. It worked. It's vinegar and CLR, so it kind of worked, it kind of didn't. We'll see. We're going to tape off areas and spray down everything after it's all done. That's just kind of seeing if it sticks. Meh, didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. You can see on the valve cover is kind of where we're going to go with this. I've always been a big fan of blue, so I think we'll do blue. Maybe we'll do white. I still haven't quite made up my mind. Why don't you let me know? But by the time you let me know, I probably will have already bought the paint. So it's a little upsetting having got the car basically working all the way, and then for this to be the issue. So 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, and it is what it is. So we're going to get head gaskets, put head gaskets in, get the car back up and running, refill the cooling system. We got all the proper stuff now to do it. So should be a piece of cake. So we'll see. Thanks everyone for following along. We wanted to get out and do some challenges with the car, but that didn't happen. So that sucks. But that's life, and that's having a project car, and that's kind of the point. So we'll see. And coming up in the next episode, hopefully running. That's a big promise. So we shall see.